Всех приветствую в новой серии по Kingdom Come. Дополнение, как там, любовные приключения Птачека. Смотрим, как оно играется.
But as it happens, a romantic soul is just what I need by my side right now.
What, here? Now? Aren't we leaving?
Ah, that's just the thing. Here we are, about to ride off into the unknown. Well, who knows what fate has in store for us? What if we should fall as heroes on the battlefield? How could I depart this world with a quiet heart, never having known true love?
I'm a little worried about you, sir. Aren't you getting overheated inside that armor?
Look, I can't just go off and get my head chopped off somewhere without first winning the heart of the girl I love. So are you going to help me or not?
Well, affairs of the heart are what I do best. I'll be glad to help you. So what do you want me to do?
You, Hal, shall be my messenger of love. You shall bear her a letter and a gift from a secret admirer.
Why me? It's not like you to be bashful, Sir Hans. You can just go and tell her,
Certainly not. Carolina is different to the others. She was educated in a convent and needs to be
Сейчас до монастыря надо, да? Топать.
Romanced. I must court her secretly. It's the latest fashion in France.
And who is this Carolina?
The fairest maid that ever walked the earth. Carolina. The butcher's daughter. You must have noticed a divine creature in the marketplace. Unless you're more interested in...
Да не, по скоту больше походу.
Carolina, I do know her. She's a pretty girl, all right, but, well, a little below your station.
Love knows no station but the heart. And you keep your peasant eyes off her. Your task is simple. All you have to do is get hold of a necklace fine enough to grace her lovely neck. I did have one that I inherited from my great-grandmother. Unfortunately, not anymore.
What happened to it?
I lost it playing dice at the inn. But you'll get it back for me. You're a smart lad. I'm sure you'll figure
Да,
out a way.
зафигенно у тебя
And I'll
решение
reward you
вопросов.
handsomely.
Oh, all right, then. Is there something else I should know about this necklace?
I lost it at dice in the Ledechko tavern when I was there to see... Well, that's not important.
So you bet a rare family heirloom, even though you don't know how to play dice?
I do know how to play dice, as long as the other fella doesn't cheat. No doubt he'll still be sitting there, swindling other folk out their hard-earned groschen.
Well, then you ought to have had him clapped in the stocks. But all right, if that's what you want, I'll go to Ledechko and find this swindler of yours.
Well, there's more than one way to skin a cat. God be with you.
Котов мы, конечно, свежевать не будем. Либо выиграем, либо сопрем. Бледечка, значит, там есть купальни. То весь как скотина грязный. Блин, опять голод сейчас будет. А, это энергия у меня. Да иди в задницу. В Нойхе все никак не успокоится, что я их там размотал, малёха. Давненько. Но местные жители как бы не против поговорить. А, это ты урод.
God save you. What can I do for you?
Are you the one who played dice with Lord Capon?
Played and won, lad. Fine noble he may be, but he can no more throw dice than I can read Latin.
I can't disagree with you there. But look here, have you still got that piece of jewellery you won from him?
No, I don't. Some noble rode through here and we had a game or two. Only them dice kept falling his way. I was lucky to keep my boots. He's got the necklace now.
Did you know where this fellow was heading?
He was waiting for someone here, but when they didn't show up by midday, he rode on. He mentioned something about camping by the bridge over the Sasau River. That one before the charcoal burners camp. You might still...
There aren't many fords along the river on the way to Sasau. Can you tell me anything else about him?
Fine gent he was, well dressed, on horseback. Had quite a lot to say. Seems he saw a bit of the world. And he had some interesting looking dice.
You said they fell well for him?
Aye, no wonder. Fine dice they was, made special. All shiny and whatnot.
That's all I need to know.
Take care now.
Ну, значит, посплю, что делать? Уже с утра выйду отсюда. Дайте мне жилье. Не понял, а петушок мне полную энергию, что ли, дал? Ну, значит, спать не буду. Он же вроде 20-ку должен давать. Куда меня отправили? За монастырь куда-то. Ну, где-то здесь. Подожду я, наверное, до утра лучше. Угу. Вижу лагерь вот здесь. Он на карте отмечен. Метка все равно туда висит. Будем надеяться, что правильно приехал. На ближоги и лошади. Где старше вас? Опа, что тут происходит? Это не то ли поле боя? Разбойники. Походу, вот мы туда убежали. Блин, да. Че остановился-то, придурок? Да вы чё? Как знаете, что ли? Тебе в каску пофигу, что ли? Блин. Не обрубись. Почему они не исчезли? Вроде как уж давно этот квест прошел. Что где там было еще? Казалось. Ха, я в темноте их не заметил даже, они на этой стороне моста-то были.
after something? I'm afraid my friend here won't tell you much.
Your friend? Oh, I'm very sorry. And, well, I don't want to be insensitive, but I was hoping to get something from him. My master's necklace, which he won at dice.
Your master? Who would that be?
Well, Sir Radzig Cobbler of Skalitz is my liege lord. I'm Henry, but just now I'm helping Sir Hans Capon with a private matter.
Those are weighty names in these parts. I'm Sir Anselm of Domkey, in the service of... well, it's not important. I'd like to give you... that is... I'd like to ask you for your help.
I'm listening. Tell me what you know.
I will. And I'm sure it will help you find that necklace. The thing is, this is all my fault. I got held up on the way to meet Alphonse. By the time I got here, I found him like this.
God have mercy on his soul.
Amen, lad. I was heartbroken and enraged by turns, tearing my hair and cursing. Alphonse was my good friend, and it pains me to know he was only here on account of me. I brought him into a certain business matter to negotiate with some people, and he agreed. And this is how it ended up. When I finally pulled myself together, I took a look around and found some tracks. I followed them to the camp of those very brigands that Alphonse was supposed to negotiate with.
Yeah, you can't trust anyone these days. So how can I help?
You can pass yourself off as Alphonse. Get into the bandits' camp and find that fucking murderer. And when you do, you'll find what you're looking for.
My word. The whole thing sounds like quite a twisted affair.
So are you going to help me?
I'll help you.
Ну окей.
I'll
Это
have to
может
go
быть
there to look for the necklace
прикольно.
anyway. And this seems as good a way as any.
Thanks 1,000-fold. And for the love of God, don't get caught. I'll never forgive myself if another man lost his life on my account. If it starts to look risky, take to your heels.
I'll bear that in mind. Looks like he died without a struggle. Maybe killed in his sleep. They took everything he had. Money, jewellery, even his boots. Someone was searching for something here. Were they out to rob him of everything he had? Or something in particular?
Даже лошадь, по-моему, сперли. Седло только осталось. Так, и лагерь где у нас? А, ну я вот насчет стрельбища-то сказал как раз. В том месте и есть. Сейчас бы умотал туда.
Would I be right in assuming this is the encampment of Sir Erhard, Baron Bielewitz?
Who's there? You must be Sir Alphonse, eh? All the way from Prague, eh?
Not at all, Goodman. From Slaney.
Ah, well, that's quite a haul. How was your journey?
As well as might be expected in these perilous times.
Oh, aye. The roads ain't safe at all these days. There's all sorts of rabble waiting to rob unwary folk and even kill them.
Indeed, indeed, I concur. One must be wary, well, cautious even, when travelling.
Right then, but you'll have to wait a while. Sir Erhard is busy at the moment.
No matter, I shall just,
But it's easy to pass the time here. There's always a dice game going on, with nice things being wagered. I had my eye on a fine pair of gauntlets, and some old piece of jewelry.
Jewelry, you say?
That's right. Just go and see old Blaha, the fellow sitting at that table there. He can read, write, and do sums as good as any scribe, and other things, too. He keeps things in shape here a bit.
Thank you. I may well do that.
Блин, опять кости.
Can I ask you something?
Ask away.
Don't you leave the camp at all?
What are you trying to say? That we're shitting ourselves here?
No. I was just wondering if you knew what's going on around these parts.
We come across hunters now and then, or pilgrims on the road. There are charcoal burners nearby. Sometimes they pass the time of day with us. But we've got no course to cross the river. That's too close to Sasau.
Ну, это все просто разбойники. Вот единственный с именем пока был. Башка еще есть. Молодота, как молодота. Пихуна.
Can I have a word?
What do you want?
What's your story? You don't look like one of them at all.
I ain't, true enough. I'm a local. I don't go raiding with them. When they're here, I just look out for them, bring them supplies and that.
And what do you do when they're not here?
Whatever's needed. But being the go-between for them that set up the ambushes pays well. And you don't have to risk your neck for it.
I'll leave you to it.
Ладно, придется играть, походу.
Have you got any special rules?
Nothing out of the ordinary. Just remember, we're not some bunch of dirty bandits. This is the camp of a noble knight, so no unnecessary brawls, stabbings, or such like tomfoolery. Not that I need to explain that to you, sir.
Quite. Nothing else?
Well, that also means a man might take offence at something and challenge you to a duel. Always swords, and until first blood.
Ah, very well. I want to play dice. Who will be my opponent?
All right, good. You'll play against Noggin now. He's not the brightest, and he ain't a good loser.
New one soon enough.
Блин, я украденные брать не могу, походу. Нет, могу. Только 5 можно.
Fucking sickhead. Can't drink.
You're a fucking cheat.
No one.
Sir, I challenge you to a duel.
Should have stayed home.
I won't take any accusations from you. I accept.
Get going then. But leave that weapon right where it is.
If you insist. You get any extra boots? These are too small. I just want to eat and sleep. And fuck.
I want to play dice.
They fell your way last time. You'll play Berta. He's a man, but they call him that for some reason. Damned if I know why.
Camp life 4 ain't easy. Fuck.
Ну все, давай. Значит, этот впал. Вот еще остался молодота.
I want to play dice.
They fell your way last time, and no mistake. You'll play against Maladota. He's a bit... well... you'll see for yourself.
Да, я заметил, что он какой-то странный. И попал он сюда странно.
You can go and see, sir.
Вот они, косточки-то и высыпались.
I just want to eat and sleep.
I want to play dice.
Maybe this time you'll fare better. Then there's Pekuna. He's a local fellow who brings stuff for us. He put up a nice necklace as his wager.
Тут даже вдвоем договорились, походу.
Shit sure ain't easy. I need a good scrap to cheer me up. Everywhere. Should I stayed home? I just want to eat and sleep.
Что за приколы?
I'm so hungry, I could eat my bait.
How did I do? Have I won?
No such luck, sir. Young Pekuna won. Sorry.
Oh well. There's no arguing with fortune. Thanks anyway.
Ну, хоть узнал, кто есть кто. Значит, вот этот козел.
Congratulations. Fortune smiled on you today, eh?
Thanks. I was lucky, all right.
What did you used to do
You
before
know where
all
to
this?
find your winnings,
You
right?
wouldn't believe
But
me.
if I were you,
I was
I'd
essentially
stay
what's
clear
it?
of Maladota.
Well, they paid chickens. So I joined up with this lot instead.
And I'll take your advice.
You?
I reckon I'll go to Sasau to celebrate.
You're having me
There's
on.
more to choose from
Nah,
there.
it's true.
Good idea.
So now
Just
it's your
don't
turn.
drink
What
it
did
all
you
the
do
way,
before?
eh?
Well, I made candles for the monastery. What? No one to rob. Fucking boring.
What? Be off now. You don't belong.
What was that? Mother of God!
Все.
Hey, who's there? Must be the wind.
Allow me to congratulate you on your win.
Thanks. I never thought I could do it.
I noticed there was one nice piece of jewellery. An old necklace.
Aye, a rare-looking gem. I'm curious how much I'll get for it.
It's only fair to warn you, though, that that necklace looks suspiciously like one that was stolen from Lord Capon.
What?
Oh, yes. Apparently, he's been searching the whole province for it. If he should find out somehow that you've got it, I shouldn't wonder if you ended up on the gallows.
Jesus. Well, I suppose I should do the right thing and send it to him.
Well, I'll be passing by Rattay. I can pass it on to him.
That would save me a trip. And maybe a visit to the jailhouse.
Есть.
You cheated.
Ah, a bit of fun for a change. Ow!
You're free. Leave your weapon.
If you insist.
To me.
Блин.
I have good news for you, Sir Anselm. I know who killed your friend. Who was it? It was Mladotta, one of the brigands.
How did you find out?
From the dice.
All right. I'll take care of it from here. And I owe you for helping me. Here, Henry, take this. I'm sorry I don't have more on me. But if you're ever in...
It's been a pleasure, Sir Anselm.
Ну, как бы, я его уже убил, так что можешь не переживать. Сидит, развлекается уже.
Greetings.
I've got that necklace.
Excellent news! I'm not going to ask you how you did it. Here's a reward for you. Now, I want you to sneak the jewellery into Carolina's trunk along with this letter.
Can't I just hand them to her?
You cannot! Under no circumstances must she find out who sent them. Otherwise, the whole secret admirer ploy is fucked. Oh, and by the way, Henry, watch out for the butcher. He keeps a very close eye on his daughter, and if he catches you sniffing around, well, may all the saints preserve you. Once you've delivered the things, wait a day, and then come back and see me.
See you later.
Я запечатанное могу прочитать? Так, ради прикола. Нет. Куда ты меня отправил-то? А тут же, что ли?
Yeah.
В плане частная территория, блин, обычный дворик. Типа еще спят.
Good day to you.
Listen, wouldn't you like to move to Pribyslavitz? I need someone there who's able to read and write and do sums. If you can do that, you'd make a good merchant to handle building materials.
Well, that's nearly the same job I had at the Skalitz mines. And they were the most profitable mines for miles around.
True. We don't have any mines, of course, but if you could handle the trade, that would help me a lot.
I know enough about trade, but I won't work for nothing. What are you offering?
Naturally, you'll earn coin enough. Don't tell me you want to spend the rest of your life struggling here. I know you're a fellow who recognises a good opportunity, and that's exactly what this is.
Ha! You're right about that. Very well, I'll move there. It don't look like we'll be going back to Skalitz anytime soon anyway. May the Lord watch over you.
Вот и еще один. Прибыславится.
This is my house.
Надо же, блин, не так-то это просто посреди дня.
Yeah.
Ну все, ждем, что тогда.
Yeah.
Сейчас стражники за мной бегать будут. Вот уже бежит. Молодец. Да, давай быстрее разберемся с тобой, и ты свалишь от меня.
Look, I'll tell you the truth, but you mustn't tell anyone.
Well, I thought...
The Lord be praised.
I delivered the things as you asked.
I already know. My spies told me everything. She was wearing the necklace this morning, as I asked in the letter.
So you'll go to the rendezvous with her?
Certainly not. I'm not going to pounce on her like a bull in rutting season. Her feelings must be allowed to mature gradually. Meanwhile, you'll get a potion for me.
I thought you didn't believe in witches' brews.
This is no witch's brew. It's an absolutely tried and tested elixir called Musk of Infinite Allure. There's a fellow in Sassau who sells it, and he guarantees its success.
Musk of Infinite Allure? Sounds irresistible. All right, I'll try and get it for you.
I'm sure I can rely on you. Here's some coin for your cost. God be with you.
Да мне рецепты я как бы сделаю, не вопрос.
Yeah.
Где он там сидит? В созаве? Офигенно. А, ты что ли, ублюдок?
I see.
Карта сокровищ, кость какая-то. Всякую фигню продает.
Welcome.
I've heard you know of some irresistibility potion or whatever it is.
Oh, naturally. Musk of infinite allure. An age-old recipe, maybe even older. Tested by Moses himself.
Moses?
How do you think he managed to get his people to follow him through the desert for 40 years? It's extremely potent.
Yeah, so it would seem. How much do you want for it?
Who do you take me for? The wisdom of the ancients isn't something that's bought and sold in the marketplace. Did Jesus charge for his miracles? But since you ask, how about this much?
What? That much? You're a crook.
As King Solomon said, honesty is for those who can afford it. If you like, I can mix the elixir for you in exchange for a small favor. But this is a matter that demands experience and...
But to your apprentice, you can, right?
See, you read my mind.
Да хер с
I need a
тобой.
right away.
I understand. I'm sure...
I won't be drinking it. Fortunately.
Ну давай, неотразимость. Все есть. Так, воду. Измельчить шалфей. 3 оборота.
Can't. I just can't.
Потом что? Так. Раз оборот. Два оборот. Лишка уже, ну фиг с ним. Полен волокопник. Еще разок дунем и гриб. Все. Что дает? Да ни хрена. 10 энергии, 10 питательности.
God be with you, lad.
I got you that potion from the charlatan.
What charlatan? He's a man of learning who even cured the Pope of impotence. But thanks, Henry. I really appreciate your help. Once I drink this potion, every woman will faint at my feet. but I'm only interested in one. The fairest creature on God's green earth.
Yeah, the butcher's daughter, I know. And then what?
A rendezvous. She and I, under the cloak of night. And you shall be my herald of exalted... You will hide and prompt me from a book of poetry.
Да ты охренела.
Here's a book of poems. I'll need a little time to get ready. Meanwhile, you can learn some poems off by heart. You'll prompt me.
Learn poetry? Me? That sounds... well, not exactly...
Stop wasting time and get to it. Come back to me in a couple of hours. I have to get dressed up and groomed, and it'll take a while before the potion takes effect. See you later.
Ну, конечно, блин. Сейчас выучим. Три стиха всего. Ну и ладно. Нашим легче. Долго ждать-то? 2 часа, говорит. У тебя дела, если ты спать завалился. Офигел?
Are you ready, Sir Hans?
Henry, something's gone wrong.
Open up. I'm not going to talk to the door.
That potion tasted rather odd, and now I have a feeling my face is broken out. How do I look?
You're imagining it, sir. You look as irresistible as ever, if not more.
But I feel as if I just fell face first into a nettle patch.
Now you're just a little flushed from the excitement. It'll pass.
If you're sure. So, what do you think? Can we go to the rendezvous?
Why wait? Carolina won't be able to resist you.
All right then. Lead on heart. And you, Henry,
Всякую бодягу не хрен пить. У него вообще 0 было по красноречию. Можно я спущусь уже по барику? Там ты пойдешь куда-нибудь? Че ты тут стоишь?
Good day to you. Good luck to you.
Тебе еще и отойти нельзя.
Tell me, Henry, how many girls have you had in your life? If you've had any at all, that is.
Well, there's been a few, but I'm sure I can't compare with you.
Ha! Very true. One day plays will be written about my amorous adventures.
Да, это
Comedies
точно.
or tragedies?
That might depend on how things go tonight.
Да, все нормально будет, не ссы. Индиец, блин. Че, по идее, кстати, у меня можно поесть. Че все без факела входим? Мне так штрафы выписывают за эту фигню.
This house here, but she's already got a suitor.
Since when has that ever bothered you?
Since the time her fellow threw me headfirst into a dung heap and kicked my arse for good measure.
It seems your future subjects don't hesitate to take a stick to you when it comes to minding the women folk.
I doubt he would have done it if he recognized me. I was, incognito. almost there. You'll hide behind a gravestone or in the bushes and don't budge from there. Otherwise you might scare her off.
Офигенное место встречи.
Hide, Henry. Time to get started. How do you know it's her who will come out and not someone else?
She got the letter and necklace, didn't she? She knows that I'm... That is, her secret admirer is coming.
And what am I supposed to do?
What do you think, dolt? Prompt me from that book of poetry.
И где спрятаться? Офигенно.
Who's there? I can't see you.
Your most ardent admirer, fair maid.
Uh-huh. And do you have a name?
What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would still be a flower, wouldn't it?
Start.
What are you saying? I can't hear you.
Gentle night, why linger on? I yearn thus for my love so long. Without her words to still my breast, who shall set my soul to rest?
Gentle knight, why linger on? I earned this from my love so long. Whip out your worthy silky breasts. Who shall suck my salty bits?
No!
Ой, так.
And now my heart in sorrow dwells, from melancholic pining swell, since I, alas, was forced to part from the mistress of my heart.
I know my horses sort of well. Some alcohol from 9 to 12. Seems I always have whores apart from the mistress of my heart.
What on earth are you saying?
What's that hissing?
It's a feral goose here in the bushes.
Ah, Lord, let me not wait in vain. I long to see my love again. O gentle sir, be of good cheer. I shall not cling to another dear.
Landlord, let me not wait in vain. I long to sing and laugh again. Oh, gentle sir, get off your chair. I shall not bring you another beer.
Jesus, Henry! What kind of yokel nonsense are you babbling?
Me? You're the one who's babbling?
You're an odd one. I've never heard such peculiar poetry in my life. Where on earth did you come up with it?
It's the latest fashion in France.
You've done enough harm. Better shut up and leave it to me.
How did you like it, dearest?
Ah, how tender you are. Father is coming! Hide!
What's that talking? If it's some dandy again, I'll gut him with my filleting knife.
I didn't hear anyone.
Did you hear what he said?
But I have a bad feeling about this, Hans. I think we should...
Are you still there?
Still here, my love. How could I have apart from you?
Father's coming! He'll kill you!
He will not. Because it'll never cross his mind where I'll be. Henry, it's time for me to claim my prize. Whatever happens, cover my back. There you are, you seducer! Now you'll see how a butcher protects his daughter's honor. Buy me time. You got some explaining to do, you bastard.
Подстава вообще, конечно.
What are you after, you bastard, sneaking around an honest citizen's house in the dark?
I went to mourn over the grave of my great-grandmother.
Oh, yeah. Then what are you doing right beneath my window, eh?
No, the question is, why are you trampling on great-granny's grave, eh?
Enough of your horse shit. One more word, and I'll have you.
You really came.
How could I not, my dearest?
Not so fast, Prince Charming. But since you're here...
Hey, what was that?
What was what?
That noise. I'm sure I heard a strange noise.
We're here in the cemetery. Maybe restless spirits, what do you reckon?
I'd swear it came from the window of my own house.
Well, what's that got to do with me?
Someone's been creeping around after my daughter. I come out and I find you here. Quite a coincidence, eh? So, out with the truth.
You're quite mistaken. I've never laid eyes on your daughter, and if she looks anything like you, I'd rather keep it that way.
Why, you fucking...
Mon petit lapin.
There's a lake here. Untie it.
Don't try to make a fool of me. I heard it clearly. What was that?
Are you alright? It seems to me you're hearing things other folk can't hear. That's not good.
You're saying I'm hearing voices in my head?
Well, that's not necessarily a bad thing. St. Euphrosyne of Polotsk heard voices too, and she founded a monastery and churches and things.
I heard voices too. Well, could have been voices. I wouldn't swear to it though.
Look, fellas, I was standing right here and I didn't hear a thing. Do you take me for a madman?
Whatever you are, I want to know what you're doing under my daughter's window and who was talking to her. I heard it clear as day.
Good neighbour, it can't be denied that old age dulls a man's ears. I'm here alone, praying for the souls of the good people resting in the cemetery. I've nothing to do with your daughter.
That voice sounded different to yours, though. But where did he get to? You must have seen him. Unless you're covering for him.
Что я слишком много времени уже выигрываю.
Oh, Christ almighty. It's haunted here. I knew I should never have come near this cemetery at night.
The only one doing any haunting here is you. And I'm done wasting time with you. I'll beat you to a pulp, and then that other bastard. You'll get the hiding of your life.
Ha! Had enough?
Over here.
Ну давай, выбивай. Пулемет пошел в бой нахрен. О, еще один. Да. Да. Вот это хорошо пошло. Че, еще кто-то? У меня все равно бой висит.
Greetings.
How did it go with Carolina, Sans?
Henry, it was the most wonderful night of my life. She was completely entranced by my courting. I hardly had to touch her, and she melted in my arms. And then she took me to paradise. It was glorious. It was sublime. Thanks, in part, to you, my faithful henchman and messenger of love. You've earned your reward.
It was an honour, Sir Hans. When are you going to see her again?
Oh, I'm not going to see her again. All beautiful things must come to an end, and, after all, I am a nobleman, and she is the butcher's daughter.
Well, that's how it ends, with the love of your life. After the secret gifts, the letters, the intrigues, reciting poetry in the moonlight.
My eloquence was wasted on her, Henry. Imagine, the silly cow couldn't even read. She returned the letter to me unopened. Here's the letter, Henry. Read it. At least you're capable of appreciating my literary talent. Read and learn from a poet. God be with you.
Ну давай, почитай, так и быть, барахло твое. Насрань, короче. Все, ты готов? Не закрывай.
And well, I'm sure we can.
Master Butcher, that we have nothing to come to agreement about yet.
Well, yes, sir. No, sir. Well, I thought I ought to let you know what happened. My daughter's good name could be besmirched, dragged through the mud. And his young lordship's too, of course.
Well, only if she should find herself with a permanent reminder.
Well, that could happen yet, sir, couldn't it? If her belly starts to grow. You know how word gets around, and, well, folk would assume that Sir Hans is the father, even if some other young fellow was to come along in the meanwhile, and, well, you know, and we already know, the girl can't be watched.
Are you trying to blackmail me? Have you forgotten that I am the lord of this town, and that you are nothing but a stinking butcher?
Oh, God forbid, sir, I'm just thinking of his young lordship's reputation, and my girl's, but, of course, if his young lordship was to recognize the bastard as his own, and pay for his upbringing...
You can thank your lucky stars you're the only butcher around here. Otherwise, I'd have you out on your ear this very day.
But, sir, I'm only...
Here, take this, you damn scoundrel, and never show your face here again.
Thank you, your lordship. I'm sure this will be enough. Thank you, sir. Thank you kindly.
Blasted fool Capon. I'll wring his neck. I'll have his balls on a platter!
Ну вот и пришло время конца игры. Отправляемся в другую страну.
How about it, Henry? Can we go? Are you ready for this?
Да, поехали.
Of course. At last I'll get to see more of the country and have a bit of an outing.
Quite.
Вот он, настоящий конец игры.
Let's get to it then. I finally have the feeling we're doing something worthwhile. We're helping to save the king.
Instead of saving his drunken majesty, I'd rather find that horseman who murdered my parents, get the sword back from him, and skewer him with it.
Cheer up, Henry. I have a feeling you'll get your chance one day, and it won't be long in coming. Forward, men! Audentes fortuna juvat!
Ладно, закончим на этом с этой игрой. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Ставьте лайки, пишите комментарии, подписывайтесь на канал. Всем до следующего видео.